What's up guys, I'm Zach and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out 5 fashion brands that have collaborated with Formula 1. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video and check out these brands. Number 1 is the Palm Angels and Haas Team Formula 1 collaboration. This collaboration honestly came out of nowhere, but it is something I am pleasantly surprised to see. Haas, of course, has been a team that's been on the rise throughout the years, especially with the popularity of Formula 1 and of course Gunther, our main man.
An umbrella.
Yeah, fuck off. This will turf my ego, you know.
Now this collaboration consisted of jackets, t-shirts, long sleeves, pants, and even a range of shoes, which I don't know how fit into the collaboration, but regardless, they are there. Majority of the pieces feature big, bold Palm Angel branding throughout the pieces, as well as Haas logos throughout the garments. 2 of my favorite pieces being the Miami t-shirt, which dropped for the Miami race, and it looks like they'll actually be collaborating for the Italian Grand Prix and the Las Vegas Grand Prix later this year. And my second favorite piece being this beautiful sleeveless jacket that they dropped. I love the embroidery with the Haas logo on the back. Honestly, I wouldn't think that this logo would work well as a fashion type silhouette. However, I think it actually works really well on this jacket and lends itself with that Palm Angels branding. I'd love to pick up these pieces, however they are quite expensive, though hold out, subscribe, see in the future I may be splurging on a few pieces, especially Formula 1 related. With that being said, let's get into brand number 2. Now brand number 2 is a brand that I'm sure a lot of us know about, and that is Vape. Vape and Formula 1 collaborated in 2019, bringing out a range of jackets, hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, and I think this range was fantastic, though I'm not actually sure why they haven't collaborated again since, because the range sold out in 36 hours entirely. So it was a huge success, and I'm not sure why they haven't brought back the Vape collaboration. However, hopefully within this year or the years coming, we do see a reunion of those 2 brands. My 2 favorite pieces being from this collaboration, the Vape Formula 1 jacket, which you've also got that shark hoodie with the split down the middle with the Vape camo, and the other one being the all over camo Vape t-shirt, which I think looks fantastic. It's very loud, it's very bold, it's not very wearable on the daily, but if you're going to a race and you want to represent your team a little bit, I think this looks fantastic. Of course, this is just a collaboration with Formula 1 in general. It's not actually team specific, but I think it is a great collaboration nonetheless. With that being said, let's get into brand number 3. The third collaboration on this list was actually quite a surprise for me, because it wasn't just a one-way collaboration, it was actually a 3-way collaboration. So you've got Tommy Jeans, Awake New York, and Mercedes. Now this was super interesting to see, but I think it is a great collaboration nonetheless. Honestly, I'm not sure where this collaboration came out of, and to be honest, I feel like it's a little bit less overwhelming of a collaboration compared to the other ones listed throughout this video, but it is one to name nonetheless. Now this collaboration consisted of t-shirts, long sleeve, baseball tees, and a few half zip crew necks. I think this was a very interesting collaboration, and I think a few pieces definitely stood out. However, they're not really my sort of taste, especially when it comes to fashion brands. However, I was a big fan of the crew neck in the green, that is a half zip, which I actually thought was quite nice of a piece, especially with that Mercedes logo on the side. However, this is probably my least favorite of the bunch that I'm showing you today, but one well worth mentioning. Now with that being said, let's get into number 4. Interrupting the video quickly to mention the sponsor of today's video, which is you guys. Unfortunately, I'm not big enough to have any actual real sponsors at the moment, which means I'm relying on you guys to like down below to let the algorithm know that this is a video that people like. So that being said, make sure to like down below, as I would much appreciate it, and we'll get back into the video. Now number 4 on my list is sort of an interesting one, because it's not exactly a collaboration between Formula 1 or a Formula 1 team. It's actually a collaboration between Takashi Murakami and Lewis Hamilton. Now I did want to put this on the list because it does feature a lot of Formula 1 type designs, and I think in general, if you're looking at this collaboration, it would be recognized as a Formula 1 type-esque collaboration. Now this collaboration consists of t-shirts, long sleeves, a hoodie, and this fantastic embroidered jacket. By my reaction, I'm sure you can gauge that that is my favorite piece from this collaboration. You've got embroidered script font across the chest with embroidered Takashi Murakami graphics on the front and back on a Dickies work jacket. This was a collaboration that did feel very natural, considering Takashi Murakami and Lewis Hamilton have a good relationship. Of course, you've seen them together at races here and there, and I've also seen Lewis Hamilton himself wear quite a lot of Takashi Murakami garments, which definitely lends to this collaboration feeling a lot more authentic and natural. Of course, there are a lot of bold graphics on this collaboration, collaboration featuring Takashi Murakami's famous flower graphic. To sum it up, I felt like this collaboration felt very natural considering their relationship, which really lends itself and makes it feel like a great collaboration to purchase in. I unfortunately did not pick up the Dickies work jacket. However, I will be scouring Grail to find it on the secondhand market, hopefully for the low, but that will be a piece I will be looking to acquire in time. Getting into the fifth and final collaboration, this is the collaboration between Rude and McLaren. Personally, this is my favorite collaboration out of the bunch. Now, if you know me and you have been watching my content, you would have seen that I originally reviewed the Rude Moonlight Racer t-shirt and the Rude Library t-shirt, which personally are my favorites. Now, this collaboration honestly felt massive in scale. The amount of range that you got throughout pieces, which included t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve, pants, jackets, it was massive. Now, I think this was a testimony to Origi at the time, who was very focused on his brand Rude and very involved in this collaboration, and I think that really showed throughout the pieces. Personally, there are some incredible pieces throughout this collaboration, and there would be a lot to cover if I was going to go piece to piece, but some of the highlights have to be the beautiful Rude McLaren varsity jacket, embroidered graphics throughout with that lovely blue and that script font, which I think is incredible. A piece I would love to own. Unfortunately, it was in the $2,000 to $3,000 range, which is a little bit out of my budget at the moment, so that will be a jacket that I won't be acquiring, but I think it was so beautiful, so elegant. Of course, you had the most popular piece, which was the Rude t-shirt that they dropped, which was only around 150 USD at the time. Now, this t-shirt was a huge part of this collaboration, considering it wasn't an item that was an accessory or a hat. It was an actual t-shirt that you could wear, and was very bold in the graphics. Now, Rude in general is a very expensive brand. It is designer, and you definitely are getting the quality in these pieces, which means their prices are quite expensive when you look at them comparatively to other brands. However, Rude is a fantastic brand, and I think they honestly killed this collaboration. This one felt very organic and very natural, especially considering you would see Daniel Ricciardo wearing the pieces on the daily throughout the tracks. Now, if I was going to recommend any of these collaborations for you guys to pick up, I would heavily recommend the Rude and McLaren collaboration. I think this was a fantastic collaboration, and it really showed the creativity of Origi and his team. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like below. Feel free to drop a comment down below if you thought I missed any collaborations between Formula 1 teams that should have been mentioned here today. Or another question would be, what brand would you like to see collaborate with Formula 1 next? Now, that's something I would like to hear from. With that being said, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.